Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Megan.
And this is the Synchronicity Podcast. We're the Synchronicity Sisters, where we change your brain to change your life.
Yeah, we do all of the things that you ever wanted to do and didn't know how to do them. You know, like date men that you actually like, marry people that you actually like.
You know, accept yourself.
Fall in love.
Femininity.
Yeah, love yourself.
Love yourself.
Know how to communicate properly. Pretty much all the things you weren't taught for the majority of us. If you're here, you weren't taught it. So if you're out seeking or Googling or YouTubing, whatever you're doing.
However you found us. Friend, family, boyfriend,
somebody
girlfriend.
sent you us, hopefully. But anyway, if you're new, welcome. If you are returning, we're super grateful for you. Because we're here because of all of you continue to listen to our jabber about all the things that we love and we care about and how our healing journey. So we're grateful to all of you. If you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know, comment, DM us, get in touch, join our communities. You know, we have stand stores. We've got lots of ways to grow because we know also, like, you know, people have different price points. So just explore our pages, our stand store, all sorts of stuff. We have things for all the people. And today we're going to talk about something that's quite fascinating because apparently people don't know this anymore.
Well, it's been brought to our attention by multiple people.
It was just funny because I was on because I always watch like other dating coaches and coaches out there and like what they're saying. And I actually saw earlier today there was this girl and she's supposedly a feminine coach and she has like 250,000 followers on Instagram, and she was like, how to be the ambitious, respected, admired you. And I was like, ambitious, respected, and admiration is all masculine. I mean, admiration can be feminine, but typically the masculation, that's a new word. Masculation. I do not know where I got that. It's like I put masturbation and masculinity together. I don't know. That was weird.
Well, here we are.
I don't know. I was like, well, I don't know where that came from. Masculation. Anyway,
Masculation.
I don't know. That was just like,
here we are.
You can't even call that
it wasn't even a Freudian.
It was,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Back to the 200,000 follower.
Don't you love that we don't edit any of this out and you guys get to see us in all of our ridiculousness? But yeah, so it's just interesting. Be very aware of the content that you're taking in because a lot of these humans don't know what femininity is. And if you're putting respect and ambition in the same sentence as feminine, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, they do know what they're talking about. You're just going to attract a very feminine man.
No.
And that might be what you want.
She's not a feminine coach. That's an oxymoron.
Facts. But
she could be a masculinity coach. How to be in your masculine and attract a Peter Pan
as a woman
boy that you can just use as a dildo because he's not going to do anything else. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
He's your sex toy. He's not a man.
Some women are into that.
No judgment. I am not shaming it. I am just telling you what you are going to attract.
Yes, and then your nervous system's going to be
a masculine core woman. Good for you. That's your coach. Go to her. I don't remember her name, but she will teach you how to date a feminine core man, and what that looks like, and how to be more ambitious and gain more, so you can attract the most attractive of all of the feminine core men. You know,
that's not what we teach here. We teach alpha women how to be in their feminine and attract an alpha man who is a boss, who's going to take care of you emotionally, mentally, physically.
If you identify with us, most likely you're a lot like us.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we teach people that are like us. Obviously, we own a company. We're boss bitches. But guess what? I don't want to be the breadwinner or the man in my relationship. So I'm really good at being in my masculine, but do I want to be in my masculine in a relationship? No, I want to be the feminine. We teach balance. So if you are a masculine core woman, we actually can teach you. I'm not saying like run away screaming. We totally can. But the majority of women are not masculine cores. They have just been raised as little boys. And the best way to know that is, if you're a woman, did your dad ask you what you thought or how you felt? So when you'd come home from school or you'd be talking about something, did he say, what do you think or how do you feel? If he asked you what you thought, you were raised to be a little boy. If he asked you how you felt, then you're probably not listening to this.
Well, and another way is, if you can't remember that, what was your dad willing to give you money to spend on? Was he willing to give you money to go travel and build a business and support you from that perspective, education? Or was he willing to give you money to go get your hair done and get a new outfit to make you feel good, versus do good, education, travel the world, build a business, feel good, clothes, pretty things, get your hair done, get your nails done, get a massage. So that's another way if you cannot remember, because, I mean, I can remember. It was very obvious in our household, but there's some women out there that cannot remember, or they're trying to pinpoint their trauma. That is a great way to kind of identify it too.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll never forget the time that we were walking down the street and you told Dad that I spent $100 on a pair of jeans and I thought he was going to murder me.
That guy.
Anyways.
That guy. So guess how we were raised?
Oh, well, obviously, we're sitting here not because we were raised as women.
No. But we're here to help other people, other women. Whether you're feminine core or masculine core.
It's possible to find balance. Yes. It's possible that if you were raised in your masculine to cultivate your femininity, it's totally possible. That's what we have done. That's what we teach.
Yeah.
We just came out with a new dating course. If you have not listened to that podcast, it's one before this one.
It's not a course. It's a mastermind.
It's episode 61.
And it's in person. It's not pre-downloaded.
Well, it's an episode and it's all.
Oh, yeah. I got what you're saying.
We do a full breakdown because I'm not going to do that here.
Yeah. Go listen to the other podcast, but it's not a course. It's a mastermind where you get to show up and it's going to be a lot of fun. Come join us.
You're going to hang out with us. If you find us entertaining, sign up and you can just be more entertained by our crazy.
Yes.
But you can also ask us questions because it's live and we'll have a Slack group and everything so that you can actually interface with us. So anyway, back to... So men need to feel respected. Masculine energy needs to be respected. And so how we do that, right, as the feminine, is that we don't mother it. So it's very common in today's world when you have a boyfriend to be like, what are you doing? When will you be home? How was your day? Blah, 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 blah. Collect information. That is masculine.
And you want to chat all day long.
Oh. When you are keeping tabs on your boyfriend or your husband, you are mothering him and you are emasculating him. And I know how triggering that is because when I found this out, I thought that was just me caring. No, that's what a mother asks. And when you think of a mother, you get home and it's like, how was your day? What time are you going to be home? This is a man. If he wants to inform you when he's going to be... This is why you date for character. You trust them to be a good human being. You do not need to have a tracker on his phone and know what time he's going to be home. And that's why we date.
That's why you have girlfriends and you're out doing something, or you've already collected... He's already given you information to be able to, cook dinner, whatever you're negotiated at that point.
Yeah, but again, that's mothering. How we respect a man is, I hope you have an amazing day. Love you, babe. When he gets home, you give him a big kiss and a hug, and you say, I hope you had the best day. Feminine makes statements. It doesn't ask questions. And if he wants to share, he will. If not, you're not bombarding him with question of all of the things. And that's really important to start to wrap your mind around, is that you can't be dating a masculine man. And it's one of the reasons why, for the longest time, I didn't attract masculine men. And also why men are not masculine in today's, especially America, is because women...
Everyone mothers them.
Yeah. I didn't even realize I was mothering for the longest time. So, again, feminine makes statements. I hope you had an amazing day. Right? Not, how was your day? Just, I hope you had an amazing day. You give him a kiss. my day was blah, 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 and go off about your day and how your day was and what you did and the fun things that you did. Fun things, not work.
Talk about work.
You don't go, I accomplished this and this and this. No, like, I went to the gym and it felt really good. Remember that you're coming from feelings. And then, women fall in love with safety. Right? So men fall in love with respect. So statements,
femininity.
That's the easiest way. We're going to go into more of this in our dating thing, but just for the sake of easy.
One of the men nowadays don't understand, and I think women don't understand, that there's a difference between safety and respect. I think that so much of our culture has been blurred, like all of the lines.
Cherishing
and respecting. But safety is being cherished, right?
Yes.
And so if a man is coming at you and, it's also like women, so often we date for character, right? Like, so our first couple of dates, like, men will tell you all of the things. Like, they will give you a resume. They will tell you how much money they make. They will tell you how secure they are. If they're ready to, like, have babies. Like, they will tell you.
If they're a man. Yeah.
If they're a man. If they're not telling you, like, and they're not dating with purpose, they're more or less, like, looking for a mommy, and they want to be cherished. They don't want to be respected.
You're probably giving them your resume.
Yeah, you're giving them your resume. But women fall in love with men that can offer them safety and cherish them. And so we get this from men very often of, like, how do I attract this amazing woman? Well, what are you bringing to the table? Are you cherishing her, but also are you going to be able to give her a lifestyle?
Yeah, it was interesting because I was talking to one of my male friends and he was also like dumping on me about all of his feelings and I was like cracking up. But anyway, it's just really interesting, right? When men lead with their feelings, they're in their feminine. That's why women also, the way to respect a man is ask him what he thinks. What do you think about this? What do you think about that, right? Do what your dad did to you, to your man. And that's Literally. Pretty much how you keep a man in his masculine. But he should ask you how you feel and how you felt about your day. And, again, masculinity will encourage you to, develop your femininity, to go get massages, to get your hair done. And he doesn't think it's frivolous. He understands that that's how also he has a beautiful woman, right? And how you feel good, because women are all about the body feeling good and you feeling good. And it's like, what makes you feel good? Remember that men have to do good to feel good and women need to feel good in order to do good. So when a man provides financially, your nervous system is regulated and you feel safe. That's why if you're in your feminine, you would rather date a short, bald man that's a millionaire than a hot Brad Pitt that's homeless living in his car or living in his mother's basement.
Smoking weed
all day and playing video games. Again, it's funny when
ordering DoorDash on her credit card.
I get into talks with feminists and I'm always like, what guy would you choose? They always make the same. I'm like, then you're not a feminist because you don't believe in equality. Like, what makes you feel safe? Again, it's funny because I actually think that women are, in a lot of ways, more equipped than men. Not better, just more equipped, right? We think and feel simultaneously. We have more responsibility because of the way our brains work and things like that. But our world and our lives are so much better when we allow men to give to us in the material plane. And we receive, right? We feel safe when we receive. That's why men buy us dinner. They do for us, right? They solve our problems. Can we do it ourselves? Yeah, but it feels better, which is feminine, when we have a partner that is there on the journey of life and we're not doing everything by ourselves. So safety is about partnership that gives, right? And we, in return, give abstractly, which is giving respect. So we close down our minds and needing to be important in the mental plane. We can do that at work for our relationship, and we drop into our heart center and we let him lead the relationship, and we feel safe because we chose for character and not for, Brad Pitt. So
yes. No Brad Pitts. Unless he has $1 million.
But didn't Brad Pitt beat his children or something?
I don't know. He's just an archetype, I think, so often because of Troy and how beautiful of a man he is.
He's hot. But again, go back to the beginning of our podcast. He's not he's pro-Turnus or a masculine core woman. Go for it. If you really like to provide and you want a man that is on feeling-centered being and wants to go get massages and things while you work all day and that feels good, and
that
more
gave
power
me like
to
instant
you.
anxiety when you said that.
That because you're a feminine core.
Oh dear, oh dear.
But that's a thing.
I know.
And so it's
No
just
judgment. I just like, to me, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, but it's being very conscious of this. And again, this is what most dating coaches like don't understand, or like life coaches don't understand. Is like, we know these energies so in depth, like such to a deep level. And then also adding the psychology and the science to it so that you really understand yourself and how to cultivate a relationship in self-awareness and self-understanding. And it takes both. But women guide men into consciousness. They're not, they're wires, right? Because the unconscious is feminine, the conscious is masculine. So you need them to speak, or the left and the right lobe, right? Masculine and feminine. You need them to speak. So we do it first, and then we guide men into better understanding of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Or date a man that already is really aware of that. I mean, one of the guys I'm dating shocked me the other day when he was like, oh, I didn't even realize it had been da-da-da-da. And I was like, whoa, man that understands, like, he might have hurt my feelings. Like, whoa. It was like a whoa moment. I was like, wow, they do. There are some out there that were raised really well, and find those and then keep them. Yeah, we help you find them and keep them. That's why we're launching an entire course.
And the main thing is respecting. When you're respecting a man, a high value, character driven man, he's not going to be Mr. Chatty Cathy. He's not going to want to like talk about his day. It's not personal. And if you're the one, if you're the feminine in it, like, yeah, of course, like you can guide him into sharing, but a lot of times men have to process, and then like if they want to talk about it, they will. They will talk about it if they want to talk about it. Don't sit there and mother him and like, oh my God, what can I do for you? Blah, 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 blah. And like, it's literally becomes like nagging.
And to add to that, just something that I just thought of, like women talk to have connection. So if you want to text somebody all day, text your girlfriends, like start a group chat.
Yeah. And send each other memes.
Remember that men fix problems. So if they're talking to you, they want to like accomplish something or get something done. They don't just like talk to talk. That's why like men hang out and they drink beer and like burp and fart and grunt.
They literally.
I mean, I know it's a lot. It can be more complex than that, but they're not having in-depth conversations about their feelings. Like if you just look at like, and we taught a class. We have a class in the Stand Store that's the male brain. If you want to really understand on a scientific level how different men are, go take that class. It's one of the best classes. I mean, all of our classes are really good. I would say it's only second to the alpha female class is my absolute favorite, but the male brain changed my life. Both did, but it's just it changed my dating life, and we're actually going to make women in our mastermind take that class. But anyway, it's just understanding that men do, right, to accomplish something. Women will just like, oh, I'm just wondering how your day is, and like we just want connection.
And guys are like, la la la, and I'm over in my work drawer trying to solve the world like, problems.
What the fuck is the point of this? Like, what does she want? So again,
it's not personal.
It's not personal. It's just the way that they are. And it took me the longest time to understand this because also we had a dad that was in his feminine, and he's also left-handed. So just totally different ballgame dealing with him. So when I actually learned how to interact with right-handed men, I was like, oh, right. This makes sense that they don't just like want to chat. And even our dad, in all fairness, will just cut off a conversation and hang up.
He will.
He's like, I'm done with this. Like,
if
bye.
We're not asking him or talking to him about a problem-solving situation, he's like, he gets
bored. Yeah, he's like,
literally just like stop talking, and I'm like, where'd it go?
He's like, I think that we've talked enough about this.
Yeah.
But anyways, hopefully that gave you some insight. At a future date, we will definitely talk more in depth and split these up and go through like actual communication. Maybe we'll do that next. We have a few really fun podcasts coming up, but again, questions, comments, or concerns, please comment. Follow us on Sisters Synchronicity_sisters. If you are on our Spotify or Apple, if you are on YouTube, subscribe. We're babies on YouTube. So thank you for being here. And did I miss anything?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.